Hey, YouTube land. Uh, I said I'd be more consistent with these videos, and I realized I haven't been. Uh, just been too busy, but I finally got a little free time, so I just wanted to give you guys an update, a quick as possible update. So pretty much just a roundup of the first month and going into my second month of the launch of the online store, my t-shirt business. So the first month I did about 200 in sales, which was pretty great, more than what I expected. I didn't really have the bar set too high on what was going to happen the first month, so I was actually happy about that. The website has paid for itself, so that's a big upside, that I'm not coming out of pocket anymore. And it's also paid for quite a few of the shirts as well. I still use the third-party drop shipping company called Printful to do all my shirts and everything, which they've been great. You do pay per shirt though, so you're not getting a wholesale price, so it helps to have that money in your account, because every t-shirt purchase they do take that money out. So the amount of sales that I have, it just works for everything that's going on currently, and just the business that I'm doing with the third-party shipping. Also with that, it's been great. Everybody's gotten their t-shirts fairly quickly. I think it takes about 7 to 9 days, just the whole process of receiving the order, printing up the shirts, packaging, and shipping them out. It takes about 7 to 9 days, which isn't too bad. It could be a lot longer than that, just because it's such a long process, and they screen all the shirts. So anybody familiar with screening knows that takes a while also. But everything's been great with the shirts, the material, the designs. Even my sample shirts, I've washed them, I've gotten stains on them, I've stretched them out, and they still look brand new. Took them out the dryer, I ironed it, obviously inside out, and it still looks brand new. The design hasn't worn down, the t-shirt hasn't worn down. I use LA Apparel for my t-shirts, so I can't say what anyone else, any other brand might be like. Gildan or American Apparel, or I think it's Anvil. There's so many different kinds of t-shirt companies out there. So as I use LA Apparel, and all my shirts are screened. Once I start making my shirts myself, I will do either vinyl or plastisol heat transfers. But for now, just using this third-party company for the shipping, it works really well to screen the shirts and everything. What else? Yeah, I have learned some things also. So what I started personally doing was trying to just put out more designs. I focused way too much on one design, thinking that this particular demographic would buy the shirts if I made them, and that was a big mistake. Not really a mistake, but it was just a bad call. I realized that I should just attack every demographic I possibly can, versus just trying to focus on cigar smokers. Because the first 3 shirts I did were cigar cutter t-shirts, and I thought, I follow all these cigar smokers on Instagram, and they follow me back. I have like over 1,000 followers, and once I post these t-shirts and I promote them, and I was getting like 95 likes on a post, 112, 130. So I said, whoa, once I launch my store, I'm gonna sell so many shirts. And it just didn't play out that way. I actually got better results when I started putting out more variations of t-shirts, and just different designs. So I try to push out like at least 1 to 2 designs every week. I call it New Tea Tuesday. And You know, I've done, you know, weed t-shirts, t-shirts for vapors, t-shirts for hookah smokers, and just other, you know, general t-shirts. Whatever ideas I just, you know, come up with. I try to put at least, like I said, 1 or 2 t-shirts out a week, and it's gotten me a lot more traffic. It's gotten me a lot more people adding stuff to the carts. Yeah, I still have abandoned checkouts, but using Shopify as my online store, it does give you a lot of tools to, you know, be able to email these people, or, you know, contact them to say, you know, hey, we miss you, you know, your shirt is still waiting in the cart for you. You know, different ways to just reach out without, you know, having to, I guess, irritate your customers, or you know, feel like you're invading their space, I guess you could say. So also, what's been good with Shopify as an online store is all the tips and tricks that they give you. So if you are unfamiliar with Shopify, or you just don't use it, I highly recommend it, especially if you're just starting out as an entrepreneur in general. Whatever store you are using on Shopify, say you're selling, you know, food or dishes or something like that, they give you so many tips and tricks on how to market yourself, how to email people, different sites that you could use, you know, from Reddit, you know, which is like a thread community, like a blog thread type of community, you know, from different apps that you may want to download just to get more ideas, websites that you could use to find stock images for free. Like I said, it gives you a lot of tools and tips and tricks on, you know, how to run your business as best as you possibly can. And then there's a lot of other entrepreneurs who, you know, write blog posts that also just give you lots of information, lots of inspiration. You know, these people know after, you know, that first month, you know, you're excited, and, you know, maybe you do get a few sales, but then you lose your drive the second month when you get no sales, or the third month when you get no sales. They give you a lot of things to keep you motivated and keep you pushing, and maybe try this thing out, mistakes to avoid, you know, things you probably should do more of. So I personally really like Shopify as a store. Just, you know, having them where I can host my site on their server or network or whatever you want to call it. It's helped out a lot for me personally. Yeah, cigar went out. So yeah, like I said, mainly I've still just been doing Instagram marketing and Snapchat. I think what I really need to do next is to get more photos of people with my merchandise on. Though I've sold quite a few shirts, I found out quickly that, you know, it's cool to have pictures of your customers, but at the same time, most of your customers are going to send you pictures like this. You know, and it's just not good when you're trying to sell t-shirts, because you're not going to get a good angle of the t-shirt whatsoever. Almost every picture that I've gotten from a customer was a bad picture. Even if they liked it, it did not display the t-shirt properly. I could not really see the graphic clearly. You know, and then you just don't want to post bathroom selfies, you know, on your profile when you're trying to market your product to other customers. You know, what if their bathroom is not that clean, or, you know, what if, you know, just it's so many factors and reasons why you wouldn't want to do that. So I'm definitely, my next mission is to get pictures done, you know, whether it's a model or whether it's an actual customer, if they live close near you, to get real pictures of them in your t-shirt or whatever it is, using your product, whatever it is. So I'm gonna go out to downtown St. Pete and get some pictures done, and you know, I think that'll work out a lot better versus just trying to get selfies from the customers who's purchased t-shirts. Now, in the case that they do send me a good selfie, then yes, I will use it, but so far most of them have not been good selfies. Not that the selfie itself is bad, it just does not display my t-shirt properly, where I feel like I can utilize it to get, you know, other people's attention. So yeah, it looks like I'm coming up on the 11-minute mark, so I'm gonna cut this video. So hopefully I'll be uploading another video soon. I'm gonna venture over into showing you guys how Printful works, the shipping company, the third-party shipping company, that I use. And then for those unfamiliar with Shopify, I'm gonna venture over into Shopify also, just to show you, you know, how it works. Maybe you guys want to use it, maybe you don't, I don't know. So I'm out of here. Until next time, check out proclivities.com. That's my website. Follow me on Instagram, proclivities, and I'll see you guys soon.